After the age of 60, the human body undergoes a quiet but profound structural decline that affects far more than appearance. One of the most critical changes is the sharp reduction in collagen production, a loss that reaches approximately 75% compared to early adulthood. Collagen is not a cosmetic substance reserved for skin elasticity. It is the primary structural protein that forms the scaffolding of joints, ligaments, tendons, blood vessels, skin, and even the protective sheaths around nerves. When collagen levels fall, the body does not fail dramatically all at once. Instead, it begins to send subtle warning signals that are often misunderstood or ignored. Swelling in the lower legs, stiffness in the knees upon waking, aching joints after minimal movement, and persistent tingling or numbness in the feet are not random inconveniences of aging, but indicators that connective tissue integrity is breaking down. Leg swelling in older adults is frequently blamed on poor circulation, excess salt intake, or heart issues, yet collagen deficiency plays a central and often overlooked role. Blood vessels rely heavily on collagen to maintain their elasticity and structural strength. As collagen weakens, veins lose their ability to efficiently return blood upward from the legs, allowing fluid to pool in the ankles and calves. This manifests as visible swelling, heaviness, and tightness in the lower limbs, especially after standing or sitting for extended periods. Without adequate collagen, the valves within veins become less resilient, circulation slows, and inflammation increases, compounding the swelling rather than resolving it. Joint stiffness follows a similar pattern. Cartilage, the smooth tissue that cushions joints and allows painless movement, is composed largely of collagen and water-binding compounds. When collagen production declines, cartilage thins and loses its shock-absorbing capacity. This leads to grinding sensations, reduced range of motion, and morning stiffness that may take hours to ease. Many seniors accept this as an unavoidable consequence of age, but in reality, it reflects a loss of the very building material that keeps joints functional. The stiffness is not simply wear and tear. It is structural starvation at the cellular level. The tingling and numbness often felt in the legs and feet further reinforce this pattern. Nerves are surrounded by connective tissue sheaths rich in collagen, which protect and insulate them while supporting efficient signal transmission. As these collagen structures degrade, nerves become more vulnerable to compression and inflammation. Reduced circulation worsens the problem by limiting oxygen and nutrient delivery, leading to sensations that feel electrical, burning, or prickly. These symptoms are frequently attributed to neuropathy or dismissed as poor circulation alone, when in many cases collagen depletion is a contributing root cause. What makes collagen loss particularly dangerous after 60 is its invisibility. Unlike a broken bone or acute injury, collagen decline happens silently over decades. By the time noticeable symptoms appear, structural damage is already well underway. Many seniors respond by treating the symptoms rather than addressing the cause, relying on pain relievers, anti-inflammatories, compression socks, or mobility aids. While these may provide temporary relief, they do nothing to rebuild the weakened connective tissue responsible for the discomfort. In some cases, long-term reliance on such interventions can even accelerate tissue breakdown by masking pain signals that would otherwise prompt corrective action. The misconception that these changes are inevitable leads many older adults to lower their expectations for mobility, independence, and comfort. They walk less, move cautiously, and avoid activities they once enjoyed, which further reduces circulation and muscle strength. This creates a vicious cycle in which inactivity accelerates collagen loss, worsening swelling, stiffness, and weakness. Over time, this cycle can contribute to balance issues, falls, and a significant decline in quality of life. Understanding collagen depletion as a central driver of these symptoms reframes aging itself. Rather than viewing discomfort as an unavoidable outcome of getting older, it becomes clear that the body is responding to a shortage of essential structural nutrients and compounds. When collagen is restored through appropriate dietary sources and supportive lifestyle practices, the body often responds quickly and noticeably. Swelling decreases as blood vessels regain elasticity. Joints move more freely as cartilage becomes better hydrated, and nerve-related sensations diminish as connective tissue support improves. This perspective shifts the focus from symptom suppression to structural repair. Addressing collagen loss targets the foundation of the problem, allowing multiple age-related issues to improve simultaneously rather than in isolation. Seniors who restore collagen frequently report that benefits extend beyond reduced pain or swelling, noting improvements in posture, walking confidence, energy levels, and even skin resilience. These changes are not miraculous or cosmetic. They are the result of rebuilding the biological framework that supports every movement and sensation. Recognizing collagen depletion as a primary driver of leg swelling, joint stiffness, tingling, and loss of strength empowers older adults to take meaningful action. It challenges the narrative that discomfort is simply the price of longevity and replaces it with a more accurate understanding of what the aging body truly needs. When the structural integrity of connective tissue is restored, the body regains its ability to support movement, circulation, and comfort, allowing aging to become a process of adaptation rather than decline. For decades, many older adults were advised to avoid certain animal foods, particularly those rich in fat or cholesterol, under the assumption that they were harmful to heart health and overall longevity. As a result, entire generations removed egg yolks, chicken skin, sardines, liver, bone marrow, gelatin, and traditional bone broths from their diets. What modern nutritional science now reveals is that these very foods are among the most biologically appropriate and effective sources of nutrients required for collagen regeneration. Unlike isolated supplements, whole animal foods deliver collagen in its natural matrix, accompanied by the exact amino acids, minerals, and fat-soluble vitamins the body needs to rebuild connective tissue efficiently. Collagen is not synthesized from protein alone. The body requires specific amino acids in precise ratios, particularly glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, to assemble collagen fibers into their strong triple helix structure. Muscle meats, which dominate modern diets, are disproportionately high in methionine and low in glycine. When seniors rely primarily on lean cuts of meat, they unintentionally create an imbalance that limits collagen repair. In contrast, traditionally consumed animal foods such as skin, bones, connective tissue, and organs naturally provide glycine and proline in abundance, restoring the amino acid balance required for structural integrity. Egg yolks illustrate this principle clearly. While egg whites are often promoted as a clean protein source, the yolk contains most of the collagen-supporting nutrients. Glycine and proline are present alongside choline and fat-soluble vitamins that enhance nutrient transport and cellular repair. Removing the yolk strips the egg of much of its regenerative potential. Similarly, chicken skin, often discarded, is one of the richest dietary sources of type I collagen, the same form found in skin, ligaments, and bones. When consumed in properly prepared forms, it supplies intact collagen fibers that the body can break down and reuse as building blocks. Sardines occupy a unique position because they are eaten whole. The skin, bones, and connective tissue provide both type I and type III collagen, the latter being especially important for blood vessel elasticity. This has direct implications for circulation in the legs and feet, where collagen degradation contributes to swelling and discomfort. The collagen in sardines arrives packaged with omega-3 fats, calcium, and vitamin D, creating a synergistic effect that supports inflammation control, vascular strength, and tissue hydration simultaneously. Organ meats, such as liver, represent another category of misunderstood but irreplaceable collagen activators. Liver does not provide large amounts of collagen itself, but it supplies the cofactors without which collagen synthesis cannot occur. Vitamin A regulates gene expression involved in tissue repair, copper activates enzymes responsible for collagen cross-linking, and zinc supports cellular regeneration. Glycine further supports collagen assembly and detoxification processes. Without these nutrients, even a protein-rich diet fails to rebuild connective tissue effectively. This is why small, consistent amounts of liver can have outsized effects on skin firmness, joint stability, and vascular health. Bone marrow and bone broth exemplify the concept of structural nutrition. Bone marrow contains collagen precursors, hyaluronic acid, and glycosaminoglycans that bind water within tissues, restoring plumpness and resilience. Bone broth extends this benefit by extracting collagen, gelatin, glucosamine, and chondroitin from bones and cartilage through long, slow simmering. These compounds work together to lubricate joints, strengthen cartilage, and repair connective tissue throughout the body. The result is not merely reduced pain, but improved movement quality, balance, and endurance. Gelatin serves as a highly accessible form of collagen because it is already partially broken down through cooking. For seniors with reduced stomach acid or compromised digestion, Gelatin provides collagen peptides that are easier to absorb and utilize. Once absorbed, these peptides stimulate the body's own collagen production, reinforcing muscles, tendons, and skin from within. This effect goes beyond appearance, contributing to stronger legs, improved gait, and reduced risk of falls. What unites these foods is not just their collagen content, but their evolutionary compatibility with human physiology. For most of history, humans consumed animals nose to tail, obtaining nutrients from skin, bones, organs, and connective tissue. Modern dietary advice disrupted this balance, favoring convenience and isolated macronutrients over structural nourishment. In older adults, this shift has had profound consequences, accelerating tissue degeneration and functional decline. Reintroducing these traditionally avoided animal foods does not require excess or indulgence. Even modest, regular intake can trigger meaningful improvements because the body finally receives the raw materials it has been missing. The effect is cumulative and systemic, influencing joints, blood vessels, muscles, nerves, and skin simultaneously. Rather than targeting one symptom at a time, these foods support the entire connective tissue network, restoring strength and resilience at its foundation. This understanding reframes dietary fat and collagen-rich animal foods not as threats, but as essential tools for healthy aging. When consumed thoughtfully and prepared correctly, they provide what supplements and medications cannot: a complete, bioavailable package of nutrients that instruct the body to rebuild itself. For seniors seeking to reduce swelling, regain mobility, and preserve independence, these whole animal foods represent not a step backward, but a return to the nutritional patterns that sustained human structure and function across the lifespan. The effectiveness of collagen-rich foods is determined not only by what is eaten, but by how those foods are prepared, combined, and absorbed within the aging body. After the age of 60, digestive efficiency declines in subtle but significant ways. Stomach acid production often decreases, enzyme output weakens, and nutrient absorption becomes less reliable. This means that even when seniors consume adequate protein, much of it may not be fully broken down into the amino acids required for collagen synthesis. Without proper absorption, collagen-rich foods lose much of their restorative potential, making preparation and pairing just as important as food selection itself. Heat is one of the most influential factors affecting collagen integrity. Collagen is a delicate protein structure that responds differently to various cooking methods. Gentle, slow cooking allows collagen to soften and convert into gelatin, which the body can easily digest and reuse. In contrast, high heat, deep frying, and prolonged exposure to extreme temperatures damage collagen fibers and create inflammatory compounds that actively interfere with tissue repair. This is why slow-roasted chicken skin, simmered bone broth, and lightly cooked eggs retain their collagen benefits, while fried or heavily charred versions may contribute to joint inflammation rather than relief. Cooking methods also influence fat oxidation, which has a direct impact on collagen metabolism. When animal fats are overheated, they produce aldehydes and free radicals that degrade connective tissue and increase systemic inflammation. These compounds place additional stress on joints, blood vessels, and skin, counteracting the very benefits collagen-rich foods are meant to provide. Moderate temperatures, baking, poaching, steaming, and slow simmering preserve both collagen and the supportive fats that stabilize it within the body. Food combinations play an equally critical role. Collagen synthesis depends on the presence of vitamin C, which acts as a cofactor in the enzymatic reactions that convert proline into hydroxyproline, a key component of stable collagen fibers. Without sufficient vitamin C, collagen production slows dramatically, even when amino acids are abundant. Pairing collagen-rich foods with vitamin C sources such as leafy greens, tomatoes, citrus fruits, or papaya enhances the body's ability to rebuild connective tissue efficiently. This synergy explains why traditional meals often combined animal proteins with vegetables or fruits rather than consuming them in isolation. Digestive enzymes further determine how effectively collagen is utilized. Papaya, for example, contains papain, an enzyme that breaks down complex proteins into absorbable amino acids. For older adults with weakened digestion, enzyme-rich foods can significantly improve protein assimilation. Consuming papaya or similar fruits on an empty stomach allows these enzymes to work without interference, unlocking amino acids that would otherwise pass through the digestive tract unused. This improves collagen availability not only for the skin and joints, but also for blood vessels and nerves. Timing also influences collagen effectiveness. Consuming collagen-rich foods earlier in the day or on an empty stomach may enhance absorption by reducing competition with other macronutrients. Bone broth or gelatin taken in the morning provides readily available collagen peptides that circulate through the bloodstream and signal tissue repair throughout the day. Consistency is more important than quantity, as regular exposure to collagen peptides maintains steady building activity within connective tissues. Industrial processing introduces additional obstacles to collagen regeneration. Refined oils commonly used in packaged foods oxidize easily and disrupt collagen stability once inside the body. Artificial additives, preservatives, and excess sugars interfere with collagen cross-linking and accelerate glycation, a process that stiffens connective tissue and makes it more prone to damage. This is why store-bought broths, flavored gelatin desserts, and heavily processed meats often fail to deliver the benefits associated with their traditional counterparts. The absence of processing is not a lifestyle preference, but a biological necessity for effective collagen repair. Hydration status further affects collagen function. Collagen relies on water-binding compounds to maintain elasticity and cushioning. Dehydration stiffens connective tissue, increases friction within joints, and worsens swelling by impairing circulation. When collagen-rich foods are consumed alongside adequate fluids and mineral-rich broths, tissues remain supple and resilient. This hydration effect is particularly important for seniors experiencing joint grinding, tight calves, or ankle stiffness. The presence of inflammatory triggers can negate collagen benefits entirely. Excessive sugar intake promotes collagen glycation, making fibers rigid and dysfunctional. Chronic inflammation from poor diet, stress, or lack of movement accelerates collagen breakdown faster than it can be rebuilt. Even the highest quality collagen sources cannot overcome an environment that continuously damages connective tissue. This underscores the importance of aligning preparation methods and food choices with anti-inflammatory principles rather than relying on individual foods as isolated solutions. Proper preparation and pairing transform collagen-rich foods from passive nutrients into active repair agents. When foods are gently cooked, combined with supportive vitamins, protected from oxidation, and consumed in a digestive-friendly manner, the body can efficiently reclaim collagen components and reintegrate them into joints, blood vessels, muscles, and skin. This approach respects the physiological limitations that accompany aging rather than ignoring them. Understanding these factors empowers seniors to extract maximum value from every collagen-rich meal. Instead of increasing intake indiscriminately, attention to preparation, absorption, and synergy allows the body to heal more effectively with less strain. The result is not only reduced swelling or stiffness, but a broader restoration of tissue function that supports mobility, balance, and long-term independence. When collagen-rich foods are consumed consistently, their effects extend far beyond isolated improvements in joint comfort or skin appearance. The body responds as an integrated system, because collagen is a foundational component of nearly every structure that enables movement, circulation, and stability. In seniors, where collagen breakdown has accumulated over decades, reintroducing a steady supply of collagen and its supporting nutrients often produces noticeable changes within weeks. These changes are not superficial. They reflect measurable improvements in tissue integrity, hydration, and mechanical strength that directly influence daily function. One of the earliest benefits many older adults notice is a reduction in leg and ankle swelling. As collagen availability increases, blood vessel walls regain elasticity and strength, allowing veins to move blood more efficiently back toward the heart. Improved venous tone reduces fluid leakage into surrounding tissues, which is a primary cause of edema in the lower extremities. This reduction in swelling often brings relief from heaviness, tightness, and discomfort that previously limited standing and walking. When circulation improves, tissues receive more oxygen and nutrients, further accelerating repair and reducing inflammation. Joint mobility also improves as collagen-rich foods support the regeneration of cartilage and connective tissue. Cartilage relies on collagen to retain water and absorb impact. With restored collagen input, cartilage becomes more resilient, reducing friction during movement. This leads to smoother joint motion, less creaking or grinding, and a decrease in pain during activities such as climbing stairs, rising from chairs, or walking on uneven ground. Improved joint mechanics encourage movement rather than avoidance, which further strengthens muscles and enhances circulation in a reinforcing cycle. Balance and coordination are closely tied to collagen status, though this connection is often overlooked. Ligaments and tendons transmit force between muscles and bones, and their stiffness or laxity directly affects stability. Collagen restoration improves the tensile strength and elasticity of these tissues, allowing more precise and controlled movement. Additionally, collagen supports the connective tissue surrounding nerves, improving signal transmission and reducing numbness or tingling in the feet. As proprioception improves, seniors often report greater confidence in their footing and a reduced fear of falling. Muscle function also benefits from collagen regeneration. While muscle tissue itself is composed primarily of protein, collagen forms the framework that organizes muscle fibers and anchors them to bones. When this framework weakens, muscles lose efficiency and fatigue more quickly. Restoring collagen enhances muscle tone, endurance, and responsiveness, making everyday activities such as walking, carrying groceries, or maintaining posture less taxing. Improved muscle support contributes to better gait and reduced compensatory strain on joints. Circulatory health plays a central role in these improvements. Collagen strengthens the walls of arteries and veins, preserving their elasticity and preventing stiffness that impairs blood flow. Enhanced circulation supports not only the legs and feet, but also the heart and brain, contributing to improved energy levels and mental clarity. As blood flow improves, waste products are cleared more efficiently from tissues, reducing inflammation and soreness that previously lingered after minor exertion. Skin changes often accompany these internal improvements, serving as visible indicators of deeper structural repair. Increased collagen availability improves skin thickness, hydration, and elasticity, reducing sagging and fragility. While cosmetic changes are not the primary goal for most seniors, healthier skin reflects improved connective tissue function throughout the body. The same processes that firm the skin also strengthen joints, blood vessels, and internal organs. The speed of these changes is particularly notable. Because collagen turnover is ongoing, supplying the body with adequate building blocks allows repair processes to resume rapidly. Many seniors report measurable improvements within 6 to 8 weeks, especially when collagen-rich foods are combined with light physical activity, such as walking or gentle strength training. Movement stimulates collagen alignment along lines of stress, making tissues stronger and more functional. This synergy between nutrition and movement amplifies results far beyond what either approach could achieve alone. What distinguishes collagen-rich foods from supplements or medications is their systemic impact. Rather than targeting pain pathways or inflammation in isolation, these foods rebuild the physical structures that underlie strength, flexibility, and stability. This structural restoration reduces reliance on painkillers and supports long-term function rather than short-term relief. Over time, improved mobility encourages a more active lifestyle, which further preserves muscle mass, bone density, and cardiovascular health. Consistency is the key factor that determines success. Sporadic intake produces limited results, while regular inclusion of collagen-supportive foods maintains a steady supply of repair materials. The body responds to this consistency by prioritizing tissue maintenance and resilience rather than triage and compensation. This shift transforms aging from a process of gradual decline into one of maintenance and adaptation. As mobility improves and discomfort diminishes, many seniors experience psychological benefits as well. Reduced pain and greater independence restore confidence and motivation, encouraging social engagement and physical activity. These behavioral changes reinforce physical improvements, creating a positive feedback loop that supports long-term health. By addressing connective tissue health at its foundation, consistent consumption of collagen-rich foods delivers broad, interconnected benefits that extend to circulation, balance, muscle strength, nerve function, and skin integrity. The result is not merely symptom reduction, but a tangible restoration of functional capacity that allows older adults to move with greater ease, stability, and assurance in their daily lives.